Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we're doing another quick vid for the NB4 Plus. This time it'll be cruise control. So if you're wondering why I'd want cruise control on a drift car, I actually don't want cruise control on my drift car, but this is just one that I had kicking about and it were close to hand. It's the carbon TTO1E chassis that I got off AliExpress. Did originally set this up as a touring car. It's not particularly good as a touring car, so I decided to get a crack with its drift wheels on it, and it is a fantastic little drift car. So we got the 99 mod servo, we got the FGR4S receiver, we've got the 19.5 turn LRP V10 motor, and just a Tamiya stick pack, but it does work really well. Nice fast steering, and forward brake and reverse, we got all that set up. It's the 1080G2 ESC in this one, so you've got the adjustable drag brake and you can have the real drive mode on it. But back to the issue in hand, setting up cruise control doesn't matter what receiver or ESC you've got, it'll work the same regardless, and technically it'd even work on a nitro or a petrol. But first thing we need to do, if we look in the actual menu for cruise control, it tells you it's turned off, says we've got no button assigned, you've got the manual acceleration, I'll show you what that does, and then the cruise control percentage. But we're going to need a few things set up before we start, so we're going to go to assignment. I'm going to set SW1 and we're going to come down to cruise control. That'll enable us to turn his cruise control on and off. Then I'm going to set TR4. I'm going to change this to one point. I'm going to reverse it, and I'll show you why in a second. And then function, again, we're going to go down to cruise control. So once we've got them assigned, we can go back to his cruise control menu and see what happens. So if we press the button, you can see it turns cruise control on and off. If we roll the dial forward, so as we start rolling that forward, you can see it's adding cruise control. Should be able to see what happens. So we've got cruise control. If we accelerate, it does nothing. If we touch the brake, like cruise control on a real car, it'll turn it off. If we put a tick in this box, now you can pull the throttle and then press the cruise control button and it'll enable it and it'll lock it at whatever speed. Then you can roll your dial forward to accelerate, backwards to decelerate. If you have this option ticked as we pull the throttle, we can accelerate. When we let go, it'll go back to cruise control. If we brake, it'll turn it off. So again, we can either hold the throttle and press the activation button to lock us cruise control, or we can turn cruise control on and then roll the dial forward and put us cruise control on that way. If we press the button to disable cruise, it'll turn off, or if we hit the brake, it'll turn off. And with this option ticked, you can add throttle and then it'll go back to cruise, or either brake or press the cancel button to turn it back off. So it's quite easy to use. You'll get the green icon telling you cruise control is enabled. You get the percentage as you add cruise control or take it off. If you press brake, it'll cancel. If we've got cruise control on, if we accelerate with the manual acceleration enabled, we can accelerate and then go back, or we can either press brake or as cruise control and it'll turn it off. So all nice options to have, especially good on a rock crawler. Even better if you've got one of the modern ESCs that have got the sort of like the Hobbywing ones where They will add amps to keep the motor turning at a perfect speed. So whatever you set your cruise control to, your ESC will then compensate if it comes up against an object that needs more force, and it'll keep your vehicle moving at exactly that speed, and then you can concentrate on your steering. If you brake at any point, it'll turn it off, and on the rock crawler, your drag brake should be in at that point where it'll just lock your car where it is. So yeah, for crawling, really, really good. Or if you've got any other RC that maybe you got a bit of a walk from the car to where you drive it, really handy to just be able to get it to walking speed, turn cruise on, and then just use the dial to speed it up or slow it down. And as soon as you brake, it's off, it's safe, it's not moving anywhere. But that's cruise control on the NB4 Plus. But thanks again for watching WTF Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.